Well, if you just got off that chopper, then you have arrived at Patriots Chill Grill Hour. Welcome, everyone. This is the debut of this show. Got off to a little rocky start there real quick on the first one. Had to reload it, but it looks like from all the gauges we are flying right now. Glad you can make it in. This is your place, Patriots, for a little R&R, a little rest and relaxation from all that is going on in this world. So, chance to chill out, only 1 hour a week on a Sunday. Great time to do it, don't you think? But what do we do? What do we talk about? Where do we go? It's a debut. It's kind of up to whatever goes on with the people. Now, if you are listening and you can't figure out how to get to the chat room, well, brothers and sisters, just click on the show title where it says Patriots Chill Grill Hour Debut. Click that link open and it will put you right into the chat room. So it is busy all week. It is time to chill out for a little bit. It's like, okay, what do you talk about? What do you think about after weeks like we have? Before we get started, I am your host here. I am Choctaw, the Last Scout. And the Chill Grill comes to you along the landscaped rural area of the Missouri-Kansas border. Kind of a dreamy little place here. And as I sit in my corner of the world, known as the Okeechobee Frontier Studio, before me, I see all these beautiful plants arrayed in this big bay window. I mean, it's sweet. What a sweet vision. Funny how plants can be therapeutic just to look at them, just to watch them. Now, I know a lot of you had said, we were concerned about you this morning, Choctaw, when you didn't come on. Well, you know, if I wasn't there, it was a very major deal. And I appreciate all of you giving me the support that you did. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Ancestral as well. And you just don't get that kind of uplifting news just anywhere, but I do find it very, very strong in Patriots, and I do find that Patriots are very sincere when offering up that positive energy. Well, thanks, Steve. Rock on. I appreciate you being in there. Sorry it's lonely. Maybe somebody will join you real soon, but I'm glad you found your way in. It is amazing. Putting this together, I have so wanted to do something like this. I enjoy what I do over 24/7, but I do so enjoy just having a chill out moment. So it's like, I've got to make this happen. I've just got to make this happen, Choctaw. Come on. I know Patriots want to chill out and take a break. They may not want to chat. You know, it may take them a little while to figure out how this Springer runs, but that's okay. In time, my brothers and sisters, we shall all be gathered here. We shall all be gathered here, won't we, Brother Steve? Gathered here just to chill. Because you all need R&R. All need R&R. So we're going to run along for about an hour. That's why it's the Patriots Chill Grill Hour. Just for you to take a break from all that's going on. And I see Red Badger's in here. Good to see you, Red Badger, the woman. The number one woman and only woman in my life. So good to have you here. So, I don't know how many are listening, but that's okay. But I'm glad to see you guys coming into the chat room for the debut episode of Patriots Chill Grill Hour. And when I started putting this together, it's like, okay, you've got to come up with a title. Actually, the jazz part's easy. What you want to talk about, well, it's a little bit more difficult, but hey, you'll get through it. You'll figure it out, son, right? Okay, I do. But coming up with a title for this show was the most perplexing part. Because how do you get, like, I'm trying to get this message out. I want it to be chill. And you know what I thought about? And I know I'm aging myself on this, but I thought about the King Biscuit Flour Hour. Used to love to listen to that. Kind of the poor man's version of the Grand Ole Opry. A little bit different, but hey. So, let's see, kind of quiet in the background here. I'll cover that. But the whole thing of putting together radio has been an experience. I am not a professional broadcaster. I have worked before in radio way back in the day up in the mountains in a remote part of Nevada, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But my favorite one that I like to do the most, I had to admit, was Sunday morning. I'd come on about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I think, go till noon. But it was a jazz show, early morning jazz show for Sunday morning. People getting ready for church, people wanting to lounge around, read their newspaper, catch up on whatever, and thoroughly enjoyed doing it. Real casual, real laid back, did, really cool jazz music, nothing over the top. Mixed it in with a little bit of new age music. And believe it or not, Martha Benjamin, so good to see you in the chat room. Thank you for coming in. And it was just a great combination of new age music and smooth jazz that worked in Sunday morning. I mean, out in the middle of nowhere. And there were listeners. I would get calls. I would, hear from people on the street how much they enjoyed it. Because, see, out there, like a lot of remote places, all the music, all the programming, I'd say 80% of it was all brought in by satellite. And Pumpkin, good to see you. It was all brought in by satellite, and that was okay. But I like the human touch. When it comes to radio, I have always enjoyed the human touch. I can remember being a real little boy when I first got my first AM transistor radio. I was like 6 years old in the first grade. And I would listen to that radio at night and fall asleep. And there was that human talking. And off into dreamland I would go as a little boy. So radio always was, even littler than that, was always influential. I mean, it was all that we had for entertainment, other than actually going to a live show. I mean, there was radio and there was a live show to go to. But it was great. And it always left an impact on me. And I think about like Art Bell when I put this together too. I thought about Art Bell in the days he was in the Air Force when he ran an underground pirate radio station. And the Air Force was going crazy trying to find his illegal radio cache, shall we say. They never knew it was him. He never got caught. But I mean, people like that were always inspirational to me, and I love to listen to, you'd pick up those far off places, some of you probably have heard me talk about before about the man that turned me on to shortwave radio. And from shortwave radio, I could listen to broadcasts from around the world, music that I'd never heard. I was all little during this time. I was just so, wow, there is a world out there, and I want to reach out to it. I want to find out about it. No, man, I was not like looking, give me the National Geographic for maybe a boob shot from Africa. No, it wasn't like that. I really wanted to go out and see the world and experience it. All because of radio. Radio brought that to me, and I never forgot it. Always loyal to it. Yamabudo, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. I do appreciate it. We all need to take a break from now. Sometimes just sit back, relax, listen to music. I mean, we're so caught up in all this other stuff that we forget that we need to feed the soul the good stuff. And a combination of just chilling out, listening to mellow music, just listening to that background music. Yeah, I know it's not smooth jazz, but that's okay. We'll get to that. Plenty of time. American Eskimoniac, so glad to see you. Great, all you people are coming in. We really appreciate it. Now, I know that what you're hearing is a lot different from what you're used to coming from me. But I think we all have these people inside of us that are quiet, private. That part in our heart, that part in our spirit, that part in our soul that longs for peaceful things, that looks for spiritual value, that, they say, and I know you've heard it, that music calms, the savage beast. Not saying we're savage beasts, but what does music do to us? Man, music can get so deep into our spirit, so deep into our souls, and move us in directions that just seem impossible. I mean, we are encouraged, we are saddened, we feel pain, we feel triumph, we feel victory, we feel longing, just all through the assorted vibrations of music, all the combinations of music notes put together. And when those notes are put together in certain ways, it becomes very, very big as far as being able to move our emotions. It's like this vibration, this deep, deep vibration. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to play jazz. We're going to play some very old commercials and things that I find, and just, all kinds of things. But it's going to keep you, I hope, bring you into yourself so much that it will explode to where you reach out to other things and touch those good things and feel those good vibrations. and just relax. You deserve this. Don't let them kid you. You deserve this. It's so good to have all of you here this evening. This is Choctaw the Last Scout. Yes, I've changed it up a little bit so I can just incorporate the Choctaw from 24/7 with Last Scout Radio. So Choctaw the Last Scout it is, your host here for Patriot Trill Grill. I'm going to try to say that 3 times fast one day, but we'll see. Anyway, I still like the name, but it is the PCG Hour. That's right, Patriots Chill Grill Hour. And I'll be back with some jazz right after this.
America, welcome home the brave. The brave men and women who serve their country are coming home. Home to their cities and towns. Home to their mountains and valleys. Home to their families and friends. Home to America. Some of these warriors are coming home with wounds you can see, and some with wounds you can't see, like post-traumatic stress disorder. Wounded Warrior Project was created to provide the support these wounded veterans need to ensure their return to America is well-adjusted and successful. But we need your help to ensure that our mission is a success. Help us honor and empower these wounded warriors. Contact us at findwwp.org. America, welcome home the brave.
Oh, yeah, a little song called Piano Sax by Joachim Karad. And that one that you heard before was from Smooth Jazz called Lazy Sunday. So, yeah, it is a lazy Sunday right about now. And I am looking at, we are already halfway through. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Anyway, I am so glad to have all of you here listening in. Stephanon, Yamabudu, good to have you. Martha Benjamin, and Steve. Oh, man, that's very cool. We'll take a small audience. Doesn't hurt at all. Ms. Red Badger's out there somewhere. I'm sure she's just sitting back, lurking. Aska Fefe, anyone. Well, I tell you what, Yama, I take mine real hot, old traditional way. But hey, I appreciate the offer. I really do. You ever just get up on a Sunday morning and just really want to chill out? You don't want to listen to any news. You don't want to really catch anything but except some music. Well, that's what I used to do way back when. And that was so much fun, like I was talking about earlier. Just knowing that people are out there listening to you is not an ego trip to me so much as it's people that appreciate what you're doing. You know, you guys know I always, for you Black Rifles, is Yamabudo. Yeah, there you go. Pumpkin, there you are. I'm sorry, I forgot about you, Pumpkin. I have just a smaller chat room here, and Pumpkin is loving the mellowness. Well, that was the whole idea. I just thought I had about alter egos and doing things that we like to do. And I'm not really sure what an alter ego is when I sit and think about it. I just see it in terms of, there's something that I really enjoy and I like to do, and I want to do it. So, jazz has always been a thing with me. And being a jazz DJ, I mean, and when I think about it, especially back when I was in the military, and like when we were off duty, all of us cowboys used to hang out together, especially us boys from Texas and Oklahoma, and cruise around in pickup trucks and, being young men, as it were. And it's like listening to Waylon Jennings on the 8-track, and then finally it went to a cassette. Ooh, high tech there, right? Yeah. So, I don't think anybody ever registered that, well, Sarge over here, he wants to be a jazz DJ, like one of those late night, early evening kind of guys, kind of like a Venus Flytrap. Remember WKRP in Cincinnati? Oh, yeah. One of those kind of guys. And then Ancestral and I were talking, and she brings up, remember on Saturday Night Live, Garrett was not Garrett Morris, who was it? I can't think of his name, but the one who always did like the chill, played that kind of little groovy music and talk about the ladies' man. That's who it was. Yeah, the ladies' man. And I'm like going, well, come on, I'm not like that, Elma. I mean, I'm not like trying to be a ladies' man here. It's just, but I see where she was coming from. But it's like, you know what, brothers and sisters, that's okay. I just keep doing what I do. So let's bring in a couple of more jams, shall we? And chill out. Seeing you guys in the chat room, it's all going good. Doesn't matter if there's one of us, brother and sister. Doesn't matter if there's 500 of us. We all just hanging out together, just chilling. Just chilling. brothers and sisters, Patriots, do you not feel that in your soul? Do you not feel those vibrations going through your brain, just mellowing everything out, if only for a little while? Oh, man. I'm really digging this show tonight. I truly am. I not only get to hang out with very cool people, but I get to, in my mind, living the dream. May not be big to many, but that's okay. That is so fine with me, because it's happening, babies. It's happening. So let me tell you what we're going to do. Just now, I'm going to run a couple of things by you, just real quick. And, man, time is flying by, brothers and sisters. Look at the time already. Only about 15 minutes left for this hour of the Patriots Chill Grill. So, all right, hang on. I'll catch you back on the other side. Be right back.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Our free podcast is made possible by contributions to Stardate and your local radio station. Please visit stardate.org to make a donation or to subscribe to our paid same-day premium audio content. Stardate, August 10th. Solar eclipses roll around like clockwork. Astronomers can predict them thousands of years in advance. But the clock is like something from the Middle Ages, with lots of complicated moving parts. So it took a long time to figure out how the parts all work together. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly between Earth and the sun, blocking some of the sun's light. If the alignment is just right, the moon completely covers the sun, creating a total eclipse. If the alignment is off, though, then the moon covers only part of the sun. Calculating an eclipse requires detailed knowledge of Earth's orbit around the sun and the moon's orbit around Earth. Both orbits are slightly lopsided, so the distance between sun and Earth and between Earth and moon changes from day to day, and orbital speed changes depending on the distance. The angle of the moon's orbit is important, too, because it tells us where on Earth that shadow will appear. So is Earth's rotation on its axis, because it's not steady. Thanks to the tides caused by the moon, the rate at which Earth spins can vary, one of the most complicated factors in calculating a solar eclipse. And astronomers have calculated that there will be a partial eclipse early tomorrow. It'll be visible from the Arctic Ocean down through Greenland, Scandinavia, and parts of Asia. The U.S. misses out on this one, though, skipped over by the clockwork motion of the solar system. And we have more sky-watching tips, astronomy news, and much more about the wonders of the universe in Stardate magazine. Subscription information at stardate.org. For the McDonald Observatory, I'm Sandy Wood.
So, one of those things, one of those subjects in the future will be to talk about the stars, astronomy, the universe, all those magnificent, wondrous things. So I thought something from the McDonald Observatory from University of Texas, way out there in the Davis Mountains, looking out at the desert sky, to bring their reports each episode once a week. Why not? Expand your horizons. Expand your horizons. Look further than right in front of you. Reach beyond. You're patriots. You're capable. Yes, Sunday evening, the very first, the debut episode of Patriots Chill Grill Hour. And it's all yours, brothers and sisters. I'm just here manning the helm with all of you in mind, because I see how hard you work all week long. A lot of us, we interact together 4 hours a day, sometimes more. And I thought, my troops, and you're not really my troops, but I think of you in the sense of, if I take care of my troops like I was taught in the military, then the mission will take care of itself. It's important to me, and I know you know that from listening to me on other broadcasts, but it is important to me. Your health, your welfare, to feed your spirit the good, positive things as much as possible. Because we deal with a lot of negativity. But that's okay. We have each other. And we got a place now for a little Patriot R&R. A little Patriot R&R. And I'll say it 100 times. You deserve it, brothers and sisters. You deserve a break. And it has been such a cool evening. I can't believe there's only about 10 minutes left. But I enjoyed putting all this together, putting the site together. Of course, I've been at Spreaker for a very long time. And that was my start into all this. Before YouTube, I started right here in this spot, because I was inspired by somebody out of Pittsburgh that did the same thing as this and said, if you want to have an impact, if you really want to get out there and change things, then you start your own broadcast. And I heard that call, and I understood that call, and I knew I could do it. It was just a matter of figuring out. I'm not very computer savvy, shall we say. I'm rudimentary, but not savvy, so took the work to get it done, but man, it has also been worth it. Also been worth it. Every time I broadcast, whether it be here now on this show or over at 24/7 or wherever I may broadcast from, you can bet that each and every episode is dedicated to mine and ancestral son, Joe. He would have loved this so much. He would have been digging it. He was my biggest fan when I was on radio. My number one supporter he was. We all have each other. We all are just trying to relax, make some sense of things, chill out, feel that we want to feel that there is some decency in this world. We want to feel that we all make a difference. And we can make a difference we can make a difference. Man, this is so cool being with you guys tonight. You know, we're all brothers and sisters. We all are. So much of this universe is so connected, but we're not making the connections. But it's all related in a good way. The Lakota. What many of you probably know better is the Sioux Indians. When they end a prayer, they say, Matakwe Oyase, which means for all my relations, for all my connections in the world, for all my connections within nature, for all my connections within people, for all my connections within the universe. These, my dear friends, these, my brothers and sisters, are our connection. And sometimes in the heat of the battle, it's hard to get those things connected, but we do somehow or another. Don't ever lose sight. I know this fight's hard, and I know that we get angry, we get upset, but always remember somewhere inside of each and every one of us is that one little bright spot that we can go to. And I am hoping, really hoping, that this will grow. But I don't want it to be real big. I just want to hang out with my friends. I just want to hang out with my brothers and sisters. I want to hang out with people that just want to sit back and relax and soak in the goodness. Soak in that beautiful light that exists out there. Yes, it's been a hard road for many of us. I've seen a lot of your stories. A lot of you DM me and say, Choctaw, this is what's up. This is what's going on. And I get where you're coming from, but don't you ever, ever, Patriots, forget your inner light. You had that inner light of you, and you had that inner light of being a Patriot. And when all the lights of our life all join into one big light, then we brothers and sisters, we are powerful. We are so powerful. We carry the day. But just remember, you need that moment to where you can come and just chill out. We'll talk about whatever. We'll pick a subject. I'll pick a subject. And we'll listen to music. We'll get it all figured out. We will be on R&R, and we'll all be on R&R together. I do appreciate all of you coming in tonight. If Elaine Kubiak, glad to see you. If there are some of you that I've missed, I've really been paying attention to the mechanics, and I don't mean to diss anyone. So, like I said earlier, I typed in the chat room earlier that once I go off air, that this will be posted up on Twitter and YouTube automatically within, let's say, the next half hour after it's done. So, if you like this and you enjoyed it, please give it a like at YouTube and Twitter and retweet it and share it, whatever. I really would appreciate this. But we're striking down a different road, aren't we? We are striking down a different road here with having our own, quote, jazz show. Our own Patriots Chill Grill hour, if you would. Yeah. I'm really happy about this, and I hope you are too. It has been really cool to have each and every one of you here today. And let's get the word out, share the show. Like I said, it would mean a lot to me. And one day I am going to put together some better equipment and I'm going to buy and pay for those copyright things so I can bring you even more great stuff. So be sure. Let's all support each other. I got your back, and I know you've got mine. And Ancestral and I greatly appreciate it. And so sad to say that the chopper has come. And it is time for me to close out. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern at the usual place at Patriots Soapbox. So I hope to see you there. All of you take care. And I'm going to leave you with some music. And you guys are the best. That's all I got to say. This is Choctaw the Last Scout coming at you from the Okeechobee Frontier Studio, my favorite little corner of the world, from the Missouri-Kansas border. Take care, brothers and sisters. Until next time, here at Patriots Chill Grill Hour.